Hey guys, it is Michelle, and welcome to my first video for 2019. I just got out of the shower not that long ago, so I'm letting my hair just naturally dry. It's kind of looking a little crazy, but wow, what a year it has been. I got my little tea here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good time. I actually have written down the New Year's resolutions, and there's quite a bit this year. But we'll talk about that in the next few moments. I'm just gonna get myself comfy. Just got out of the shower not that long ago, and I feel like I'm a little shorter than normal, but that's okay. Wow, guys, it's just been crazy. Let's reflect on 2018 for a minute before we get into the New Year's resolutions, because there's quite a bit. I actually had to write them down so we could talk about them. What an amazing year, guys. It really has been. It's going to be hard to top this past year. Happy New Year's, Jeffrey. I hope you had a wonderful and safe New Year's. It's just mind-blowing how this year has flown. And I was just thinking about this a few moments ago before coming on here, and it's just been so incredible. I'm like blown away by it, to be truthful with you. To start off with, just, I don't even know where to start. There's so much to talk about. From January 1st, 2018 to now, it's been so crazy. Happy New Year's, everyone! I hope you all have a really great year as well, and I hope your 2018 was good, or more good than previous ones. This year has been amazing. I had to say, from when the year started in January 1st of 2018 to now, I've definitely grown more as a person. I'm not the same person that I mean, I know that sounds weird. I'm not the same person that I was when I first started this year. But I mean that in the best possible way. A lot of people, that would be awesome. I would love to come and visit one day. Mainly because I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about people and friends, or people who I thought were friends around me. And that does change you. I've always been one to try to please everybody and not to hurt anybody's feelings, and that's very important still with me. But like that family member that I tell you guys about pretty regularly at this point that was very hurtful and just very mean and stuff, I put up with it for a very long period of time, and I refuse now to let any of that happen. I learned that this year, that, you can only do so much for people. If people are miserable, they're going to be. If people don't like you, that's their prerogative. And that was a very freeing moment for me. Learning, and this is going to sound so weird too, maybe. Like, I always had a lot of guilt about this situation specifically. And speaking to Happy New Year, Lou. When I spoke to and I know some of you may not be religious, so if this offends you, it's not meant to offend you. Religion is very personal for people, and I myself am religious, so when I spoke to my priest about the situation, and he told me, guilt doesn't come from a good place. Hello, how are you? Guilt doesn't come from a good place, so never let guilt rule you. And that actually, I know that sounds like, it should be like something that you, like, oh, well, I know that. But it was so freeing for me when I realized that. I was like, you're right, guilt isn't a good feeling. It's not, whether you're religious or not, guilt is not something that comes from a good thing, regardless. And learning that definitely helped me as far as situations go. Regardless of who it is, or the situation, or whatever it is in life, that if it's coming from guilt, then it's probably not good. I have completely dissociated with this person that has made me feel so horrible this year, and it's so freeing to know it's like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going to let anybody treat me poorly anymore. I'm not going to let somebody speak down to me or anything like that any further. And just not care about it, truly. We even had some issues here on the channel with like some negativity, and it's just so freeing to let it go. And even though I've always, like, let it roll off, let it go, as, the song Frozen would say. But this year, really, that was a very strong point that I was able to learn. Happy New Year! It was a lesson that I needed to learn. And it's so freeing, and I definitely feel the better for it, to just not take things personally. And if there's something negative in your life, whether it's a situation or a person, remove it. Figure a way around it. It may take some time to get out of it, but you need that out of your life. And that was amazing for me. Like I said, this was the first time in my life that I was able to travel outside my country, and that was just such an amazing experience. I've always wanted to, and to finally be able to do so was great. And it was just such an amazing experience. We went to Bermuda this year, and I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to do it again. So that was another great thing. My journey as far as my health and my exercise, it's been pretty good. I mean, the past week with Christmas and New Year's has been a little bad. But now that that's all over, I have different workouts I want to work out on, and different recipes and meal plans that I want to do to get myself to the goal that I wish to. I do wish I've worked on my legs a lot because that's my favorite workout to do. So I want to focus more on arms and my stomach a little bit more, and that's what I plan doing there. But this year I definitely learned a lot, and I've definitely am happier with the way I look physically more than when the year started. It was just such an amazing year, and I made so many great friends here on YouTube, and in the real world. I got my promotion, and it's been such a great year, and I'm so blessed for it. But now that we're done reflecting on 2018, let's move forward with 2019. I wrote down, it's a list, guys, of things I do wish to accomplish as far as New Year's resolutions this year. More so than I would say in years previously. But I think it's all some stuff that's doable, or at least getting into the right direction with it. So the first one, this is a personal goal, and I've been slowly doing this. As you guys know, I did that live Project Pan video with you. This one is clearing out old makeup. There are just makeup that's lying around that's it's expired and no longer good. The formulas aren't good. Items that I purchased that just aren't good for me, whether it's the color or the formula. Like, I'm actually wearing a color today, which I'm liking. This was from the Star Wars collection that came a few years ago with CoverGirl. This is the gold one. It was like the C-3PO inspired one. That collection was hit or miss with me. Two of those I'm getting rid of because they just bleed. The red one, even though it's a gorgeous red, no matter what I do as far as lip lining and stuff like that or priming, it bleeds down, and I look like a vampire with that color. Is it a beautiful color? Yes. It just doesn't work for me personally. I like this gold. I think this would be a great topper on other colors, and it's a good formula as far as compared to the other ones. But that's something. Oh, there's a tack on my floor. That's not good. That's dangerous. Good thing I found it before I stepped on it. But that's something I want to do, is go through stuff that's just not good for me anymore, or stuff that's expired, and just get rid of it. Like, there's no use in panning or trying to project pan those items because they're just not good, or you're allergic to it, whatever. So that's something I want to do, and I may be doing a video on those items I'm getting rid of. If you guys are interested, let me know on that. The next thing is the Patreon thing that we've all talked about. I do want to start that this year. I'm also starting this year some college courses to help better my new position at my job. I'll be starting that in February, and I think it's about a 12-week course. So the beginning of May, I should be done with that course. So further my education, that's another goal of mine, which it's already in the works. I'm very excited about that. But as long as we're going forward with that as well, I do want to start Patreon. I am going to be looking more into it, especially before I start getting into the college course, because I know that's going to take up some time. We're still going to do live videos and stuff like that. It may not be as frequent while I'm doing the whole college thing. It may be every other week instead of every week. We'll see. We'll see how far the studying part of that goes. I don't think it's going to affect things that much, but I'm definitely going to be spending more time studying. So we'll just have to move around that. But Patreon is definitely going to be coming in 2019, and I'll be doing more videos on that channel that that I've been wanting to do on here, but with YouTube, it's like, not questionable, I should say, but like that video that I did live with my shoe collection, that video, they didn't go over well as far as the YouTube was concerned, even though I know you guys liked that video a lot. But I want to be able to do that, do more shoe reviews and pantyhose reviews and stuff. I'll be able to do more freely on Patreon, and I know that. So we're definitely going to be working on that this year, getting that set up. I know I've been talking about it for quite some time, but that is a goal that we are going to go for this year. The next is more or different videos and different content on here. I know that lately it's kind of gotten stale, whereas we're just sitting here talking on the camera or talking about shoes and stuff and fashion and outfits of the day. Not that I don't love doing those videos. You guys know I do. But my channel has always been a mix of different things, like toys and stuff. If some of you are on here about the toys, thank you so much. If you let me know if you guys have been watching my toy videos as well. If you're watching this live feed with me right now, I'm going to be getting back into doing that more. I actually have some things that I've ordered recently. Hello, Starman. How are you? That should be here within the next week or so. I want to do more toy videos a little bit more regularly, and I'll be able to do that. I have more freedom to do that now. This past year, I didn't have that ability because there was just so much going on. Like I said, saving for my trip to Bermuda and stuff like that. Money was tighter because of that trip, but it was totally worth it. But I do have some toys coming in. I got a wish list of stuff I have on eBay that I'm going to be picking up, and then we'll be doing reviews on those and talking about those. I actually have a video that I'll be doing within the next week or so of Nightmare Before Christmas collection that I have. And other videos, like more update videos. I want to do a mukbang with you guys. Probably like a salad or a healthier mukbang. I don't necessarily want to do like junk food because, you know, I still want to live my... I still am watching like what I eat and stuff like that. But it's going to be... Because I know some of you even mentioned like, well, you know, the videos are getting stale or bland. And, you know, I know you don't all feel that way. But I've felt like we've been in a little bit of a rut as well. Happy New Year. But I definitely want to get back into what I love doing. Like, I have lists of videos that I want to do here. Obviously, we're still going to do fashion videos. That's never going to change. And shoes are never going to change. But I have some other things I want to do. Like, more videos with Desi. I have a friend of mine that wants to do, like, our feelings towards modern fashion, where we just like pull up different people's, you know, outfits and stuff and talk about how we like it or if we don't like it, and, you know, just have fun with that. Like I said, the more toy videos. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, greetings. Thank you for watching. I think yeah, that's awesome. I think you're one of the first ones from that area. Let me know which countries you're from. I know we have somebody watching from Spain and somebody from Bangladesh, which is really awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just wearing my Victoria's Secrets hoodie with the wings, and this is just a really nice top that my mom gave me. I like the color. It's a very pretty color. But yeah, so we're going to be doing more videos, different videos, obviously with Patreon. Oh, really? You do? That's awesome. I'll have to check that out for sure. My brother used to do that at one point. Then he changed the channel to do more like he's very much into firearms, and then after that he wasn't into it after that. I actually used to design clothing. That's another thing that I want to get back into. In high school and in my younger years, I used to design my own clothing. I've gotten away from it recently because life was just so busy, but that's one of the goals this year as well. I do want to set up my sewing machine again and make more clothes again. It was something I always loved doing, and I be able to put a little bit more of a spin on my taste. Because like when I go out shopping, it's sometimes difficult for me to find like that piece that I've been looking for, and what better way than just to create it myself. It went really well, Lou. Everybody loved it. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, I wasn't sure about it, but we ended up going with it, and it went really well. Okay, so the next resolution on here, after the more, the different videos and more different styles of video, the next thing is, I know you guys have asked about selling my shoes. I do have a box of shoes that are just retired. They're beyond repair or fixing. I do have a, no, I'm not. We're just keeping it really relaxed. We were with my parents yesterday for New Year's Eve, and I didn't get back home till like 3 in the morning, which I lost like complete track of time. That's a lot later than I expected. So today we're just keeping it relaxed. I'm just wearing a pair of yoga pants and just keeping it really chill today. But yeah, I have a bunch of shoes that I'll be sending to a fashion designer that I've met through YouTube, so she can work on them. But there are a bunch of shoes, some flats, some boots that are just beyond repair, and I know some of you have requested to be able to purchase them. I haven't decided where we're going to list them yet, but we will be doing that in the new year as well. And of course, when that time comes, I will be putting a video up letting you guys know when they are up and when they're available, and I'll show you what those are. Like I mentioned earlier, continue to exercise and maintain my healthy eating habits. That's something that's been, I can't even say it's a resolution at this point as much as it's more, has become more of a lifestyle. Because when you want to, you know, better like your body, or if you want to maintain a certain thing, it's not just a diet anymore, it's a life change. And I've like omitted things and stuff like that. But also at this point, and like I said, over the holidays, you know, I cheated, and everybody does, you know, it's the holidays. But definitely want to get more creative with some like my healthier, because you get bored sometimes of just the same old thing. So looking into doing that. But I have goals as far as that as well. I want to work more on my upper arms and working on my stomach a little bit more as well. My legs are like pretty strong. Sure, what's your question? My legs are pretty strong, and I've like built them up a little too much at this point, which is a bad thing because I love my legs. And but I'm gonna like kind of like just maintain them for now and work on other areas that I prefer. So like I was saying earlier about like making my own clothing, that goes into this next one that we're going into, and that's organizing my house. Which country? I'm in the United States. Yep, we're in the US of A. Okay. So yeah, I want to organize my house and go through things. Like there are some areas that just become cluttered over time, and I hate clutter, which needs to get cleared out. So what I'm going to be doing is going through those things and either giving it to my brother. No, I've had been, that's not the first time I've heard that I look like I might be Romanian. I'm half German, half Italian. But that's not the first time that I've heard that before. But thank you. I take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. I do have some friends that are from Romania, and I think they're absolutely beautiful, and their fashion sense is very, very pretty. Oh, thank you so much. I have designed some clothes. There are some pieces. I have very few pieces of what I used to make, just because over time they've just fallen apart. And like I said, that one, it's the video's still on here. That video of my Spice Girl outfit, that dress I did make. That was about 2 years ago now. This is a little piece of it. I was a little bit heavier then, so it was a little tighter on me. But that was one of the outfits that I actually made. I used to wear that to high school, believe it or not as a costume. But I definitely want to get back into making clothing again, because it is something I love to do. But I definitely want to start organizing so I can set up my sewing machine again and make clothes again, because it makes me happy too. I also want to get back into making my jewelry. When I first got on here, you guys knew I make jewelry, and I want to go back into selling that on Etsy again. So that will be something I'll be working on in the future. And just clearing out clutter, like I said, donating things, giving things to my brother to put on eBay and stuff like that. Because there's like a ton of things that need to like go. Because like I'm not a big fan of clutter, but some things have just kind of like accumulated over time, and being so busy with transitioning jobs and stuff, I kind of lost a little bit of track of it, which it sometimes happens, you know. But that's what I want to work on, is organizing, clearing things out, and just simplifying life in general. And then the last thing is finishing the project pan that I have set out thus far. If you saw my last live video, we spoke about the project pan, which is going to be longer than what I typically do, and there's more items, and I have been using them. I may be finishing one off in the next week or so, which is really exciting. My throat's got a little bit of a scratch in it. But definitely clearing things out and going through my project pan, which I've been feeling really successful with thus far. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. That actually really means a lot to me to hear that. Because for the longest time, I didn't feel comfortable without makeup on. But because I mean, like I said, it's very important because like, there's YouTubers on here that I've watched over the years, and then I've stopped watching because I feel like they've become characters over time and really aren't true to who they are, or maybe they're just fake in general, and I didn't pick up on it. But this is who I am, and I wanted to show you that with and without makeup. And like I said, that was like a very big self-conscious thing for me for a long time. But thank you to hear that you think I'm pretty without makeup is definitely it's a very nice compliment. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Lou. I'm really excited. I haven't done college courses in quite a few years since I finished my teaching degree. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm very excited at the same time. I've taken certifications over the years, which I don't really think is the same thing, if that makes sense to you. But I'm really excited for this and this new journey. I love my new job so much. It's so freeing, as weird as that sounds. Like I'm able to, because like I felt like I was stale in the position I was in prior, just very mundane and not being challenged or being able to use the talents that I have. I just felt like it was just repetitive and like it was getting tiresome for me. So being in my new position has definitely helped me to use my talents and attributes and that I haven't been able to do in a while, and to now be able to further my education. I'm very happy. Like I said, I'm a little nervous. Like it's been quite some time since I've actually done an actual course that takes a semester. It's only one for now because life is so busy. Oh my god! I used to work when I was going for teaching. When I was younger, I was doing full-time school and full-time work, and it wasn't easy. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did. And not even just like working 40 hours a week and then doing my full schooling. I also was selling jewelry at the time, so I would do that on the weekends as well. So I've always been one of those people that's always running and always busy and doing something. So there's very little downtime. Well, the house is a wreck right now. So I will do a house tour at one point with you guys. I did start at one point years ago, but it's been quite some time. And like I said, I want to organize and declutter things. This room in particular is a mess right now. This room, as you guys know, has always been like, I don't want to say my girl cave, but it was I call it like a little art studio and thing, but it's kind of morphed over time. I have my lighting in here. I have my mannequin Tiffany, which you guys have seen in a video, which I've been thinking about introducing Tiffany again in videos. Just like to illustrate clothing, maybe even to use her in clothing that I plan on making at some point. And then I have just a regular bust mannequin that's just in here. There's 2 easels in here. The majority of my toy collection and my shoe collection are in here as well. And it's not a huge room, but it's getting cluttered, and I need to like organize things. And next to me, because we just had Christmas, I have like packaging from things I've ordered for people in here. There are tons of gift bags all over the place here that I gotta put away. But they're cute bags. Look at this one. How adorable. I do not have any children, no. We were just talking about that the other day, actually. Yesterday with my parents. No, I don't have any children, nor does my brother. And I don't really know. Well, maybe in the future, who knows? Oh, thank you. Maybe in the future, who knows? I got a lot of like things I'd like to do before that. Me and my brother are the kids of the family, even though Anthony's in his late 20s, I'm in my early 30s. So we've never really had, not that we had to be around children because we were the kids, but we haven't really had a lot of experience with children, and I think that's what him and I have. It's not that we don't want them, but I feel like I wouldn't know what to do with a child. Does that sound horrible? It probably does. I mean, I have friends who are mothers, and I don't know how they can balance their careers and their personal life. I mean, that's probably one of the hardest jobs is being a parent. And every time I talk to my family or friends or people in general that I know have children, it's probably one of the biggest, hardest jobs, and I always commend them for that. So if any of you are parents out there, I do the same. I commend you for your hard work and efforts because it is not an easy job, and you need to know that. You need to know that because I know it's not an easy job, and I feel like people who don't have children, they're just like, oh well, I can never do that. I think it's a very hard job, and I'm not even sure how I would be able to do it. But yeah, it was something that came up recently. It was pretty interesting. But like I said, me and Anthony never really had experience with children, so maybe that's the reason why we haven't had kids. Oh, thank you, Lou. Yeah, I'm feeling the same thing with you. When I was signing the paperwork to start the courses, or course, it's my first course. We're doing one at a time here. My boss is like, "Don't worry, you're gonna pass. You'll be fine." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Because I just did a certification that was like a pre, like not preview, but like the starting up of what this course is going to be, and I did really well on that. I aced that. This one's gonna be like more meat and potatoes, like more in depth. And like I said, I'm a little nervous because it's been a while, but I'm excited as well. I love learning. I say every day, if I can learn something new today, then the day wasn't a waste. Happy New Year, Joshua. How are you? So I'm really excited to do this course. Like I said, it's been so long, but it's going to be good, and I know that. And I just am thankful because my employer is paying for the course for me to have, which is a blessing as well, that I don't have to front the money, as long as I pass with a certain grade, of course. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. I gotta show you this other gift bag. I know this is like random. I bought this specifically because I always have trouble finding gift bags for men, like really cool ones. So this one's gonna be like for like either my brother's birthday gift or for my dad or something like that. But I like the way it looks because I love pirates. This has, I don't think that's a blunderbuss. It's a black powder pistol of some sort. It might be a blunderbuss. I thought blunderbuss had bigger like barrels in the front. But I love the pirate ship. You guys know my love for the ocean and pirates and all that kind of thing. So I got that. And my love for foxies. Love foxies. But yeah, I got to clean up in here for sure. There's items here that I need to photograph for eBay and send it off to my bro. There's like all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Oh, there's another cute bag. Lighthouse with the Santee. I was going to use this for a gift this year, but the gift was bigger than the bag, so. Oh my goodness. So I hope you all had a safe and wonderful New Year's. We spent it with my parents. We watched the ball drop in New York City. That was really cool. That actually wasn't bad because like previous years I've watched the New York City ball dropping, and like just the entertainment wasn't really a thing. Not at the moment. I just got out of the bath or shower not too long ago, so I'm just relaxing in a pair of yoga pants. What's my goal? I just found a piece of glass, which is not my goal. Just to live a positive life and to continue to work towards really just a better version of myself. I at one point would like to travel again outside the country. And I do want to organize my collection of shoes and stuff like that. And I need to update it as well because a lot of these shoes need to be retired. It's just going through them. Like my one favorite pair that you guys have seen, the My Michelle's, those really cute strappy ones. I tried them on. I was going to wear them to my Christmas party, but they're so far gone. I really do need to get rid of them because they're so damaged. They're beyond repair. So they are probably going to be up for sale at some point. I've only left the country once, and that was to Bermuda, which was amazing. I would love to go back. There's quite a few countries I would love to visit. Italy would be one. I'd love to see Europe, Romania. And Europe is, I know, a very large term because there's so many countries there that I would love to see. but definitely Romania, Italy, Germany. I'd love to go to England. I've heard amazing things about some of their museums. Maldives, which I may be pronouncing wrong. Um, oh my God, Fiji. I'd like to see. I'd love to visit Egypt one day. Um, Even like places within my own country, I would love to see. I've never seen the Hollywood sign. I think that would be really cool. Um, there's a guy on here that I think he's called the Carpet Badger, and he travels all over the U.S. like to weird oddities and weird attractions. So I would love to like see some of the places that he's been to, like the Cabbage Patch. It's not a museum, but like where the Cabbage Patch home is, which I think is in Georgia. I'd love to see that. And he does like all kinds of other really weird places. Yes, and that's what I love. I love historical places, so I would definitely like to visit. When we went to Bermuda, like the one day we literally spent, they have this one museum there. They have a couple different places. We went to the Crystal Caves, which is really, really cool. I wish I had time to do the aquarium. I didn't have enough time to do that. Maybe next time. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, that would be awesome to study in Egypt. I would love to see the pyramids. The pyramids have always been one of my favorite things when I was younger. I actually have a statue of she's not a sphinx. It's oh my god. I think the cats are called Bassets. I may be pronouncing that wrong. But the she's not a cat god, but it's a Egyptian looking cat, which was a gift for my birthday years ago. But I used to have a huge collection of Egyptian art. I've always loved the Egyptian artwork, and that's the other reason why I would love to go to England as well. I know a little bit about the history of the pyramids and about some of the pharaohs. Not as much as I used to though. Like I have my favorites and stuff like that, but I would love to because England has a lot of like the Egyptian artifacts and stuff like that. I've been to some museums where they do have some of it, but they really didn't have any mummies or anything like that. But I definitely would like to look into that more. But yeah, I definitely want to do some more traveling. I'd love to see New Zealand too and Australia. That would be really super cool. So yeah, just to travel, that would be awesome. Haven't had really the ability to do so, but hopefully in the future, I can. I would really love to do that. Sorry, guys. My feet keep falling asleep and stuff like that. That's fine. It's okay. Honestly, on my mom's side, my mom's first language wasn't English either, so we grew up with different languages in the house as well. So it's no bother at all. I'm used to it. And growing up, we had a lot of people around us that spoke different languages as well. So I'm accustomed to different languages to an extent. I used to be able to speak a few different ones, but not as good anymore. My Spanish is, I want to work on it again. I used to be really good in Spanish. I can get my basic ideas across in Spanish now, but I used to be very, very good at it. But when you don't practice a language, you kind of lose it. And that's what's happened with that. Which, it's sad. I worked so hard on that, and now that it's gone. My mother was born in the United States, but my grandparents were from Germany. And their English was not good when they came here. It was very, very limited. It got better over time. But my mother's first language was German. She learned English when she went to school. So there are times, even still now, where she confuses certain words, thinking that they are English, but they're not. So we're used to it. We call it Germanish. Because she doesn't realize it. Which I've not as often. I've done that myself, thinking like, oh, well, we use this word in our house, and it turned out not to be a English word. But it happens. But not that often. So and growing up like with my grandfather, with my other half, he had trouble understanding my grandfather because he had a very, very heavy German accent. But over time, like, he got accustomed to it. Why did they come? My grandparents came separately. They met here in the United States and married, but they came here after World War II. Because they lived in Germany during that whole time frame. They were starving, and it wasn't a good time. So once the war ended, my grandmother left her family, and she was very young. They were both very young. They were teenagers when they came. Yes, and she came here. I forgot who sponsored her into the country. I think it was an uncle or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was like I had to double check with my mom who sponsored her here, and she was a seamstress when she first got here. My grandfather, she came by plane. My grandfather came by boat right after the war. Again, for better opportunity, leaving, what happened. And he came here, and I think, I'm trying to remember who sponsored him. I don't remember who that was. Oh, really? That's good to know. I try to not to eat that much sugar. Yes, I have spoken to them about their time in World War II and what it was like for them. And it wasn't a good time. I mean, maybe we'll do a video on that at some point and get into more details about that if you want, about that part of the history. But they were still like, they were proud of their heritage for sure, but not the war and what happened with, dictatorship and all that stuff. But he came here, he was sponsored into the country, and I don't remember who sponsored my grandfather here. But he came by boat, and he was a apprentice in Germany to be a butcher. And then when he came here, I forget what was the name of the company. It doesn't exist anymore. But he started like boning out hams here in the United States, and he eventually worked his way up from just boning out hams to like one of the top guys in that company. And my grandmother, and they married, and then they had my mom and my uncle, and just a perfect little story. But yeah, it was pretty cool, like to talk about their history and to learn about what they went through, and to realize how lucky we are not to have gone through the stories that they had gone through and suffered through. So I always try to remember that, especially and people today are still going through oppression and difficult times like that as well. So you always have to count your blessings where you can. Interesting fact, my grandfather taught himself. I have a teaching degree, but I do not teach at the moment, no. It was very hard to get into that career where I live, and I tried finding a job, but it was very difficult for me to go into it. But my grandfather came here because his English was so bad. He eventually purchased a full encyclopedia set, and he is the only person I've ever met to this day that literally read that encyclopedia page for page, like an actual book. Like, I always used encyclopedias to do reports on, and he read it like a book, and that's how he claims that's how he got more familiar with words and English and stuff like that, which is very commendable, because he's the only person I've ever met that has completely read an encyclopedia from front to back, A to Z. It's like, I would not be able to do that. I still have, some of the books have disappeared over time, but I do still have a good portion of his encyclopedia. They're really pretty. They're like gold gilded, and they have a beautiful leather binding on them, but some of them are missing. Like, I wouldn't say half of them, but a good portion of them are missing, which makes me sad. I gotta see if I can actually replace them. I'm not even sure if I can, just so I can have the full set. Oh, really? Oh, that's really cool. Well, I feel very honored for that. So thank you for watching. But yes, guys, I hope you all had a safe and wonderful New Year's. It's just so mind-blowing that we're in 2019 already. It's going to take me like a month to not make the 8. Definitely probably like one of the best years. What time is it? My clock isn't on here. When last I checked, it was around 3:30, so we're probably close to 5. Probably around 5 o'clock. I don't remember. I don't really remember. I really need. I don't have like 2 clocks in my entire house, which is really bad. Oh, I do speak very, very little German. I'm sorry, I didn't see your message. I understand it better than I can speak. I can speak phrases here and there because, again, it's not something. After my grandparents have died, there's not too many people around that speak German where I live. So it's a little bit. So it's like normally between me and my mom. We'll speak a little German here and there. My other half wants to learn German more, so I bought him the Rosetta Stone so he could learn a little bit more. So maybe I can like steal it and learn a little bit better. But it's not as good as it used to be. I listen to a lot of German music. I can understand hearing it and I can read it, but speaking it, not so good anymore. Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. I always wanted to visit Germany. Our family, we do have some family still in Germany. And there's a house that my grandfather was born in there. And it's still within, like, the family, so to speak, if that makes sense. I met them maybe once or twice in my life. And I'd love to go and see that house one day. I don't remember the name of the... It's in, a very rural area. I don't remember. I gotta ask my mom. I do have it written down somewhere. It's a really pretty house. Do I have the picture in here? No, it's in the other room. I have a picture my grandmother painted of that house. But it's not here. It's in the other room. It was in here hanging on the wall at one point, but I moved into another room of the house. It's not near a big city. It's very rural. It was basically like a farmhouse. But I don't remember the name of the city. I did. Like, I've completely lost track of things, and that's so embarrassing. No. On my mom's side, both of my grandparents have passed. My grandmother passed in 1990. My grandfather passed right before I started YouTube. He passed about 7 or 8 years ago. He passed in January, so his anniversary is coming up soon. My dad's parents are still alive, though. And I don't see them very often. Maybe... Oh, Lord. This is going to sound really bad, but I think I've seen them once. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, I read that the Rottweiler, which is one of my favorite dogs, actually, like, their bloodline is one of the purest as far as breeds go. Yes, I did know that they were a German breed. I think they're beautiful, too. The puppies are so cute. Oh, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, my grandparents on my dad's side. I've seen them. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I have only seen my grandparents 3 times in the past 10 years on my dad's side. It's just they live very far away. We talk to them on the holidays. I send them cards. They send me cards. But I haven't seen them for a fairly long time. I saw them once this year, actually. I did see them this year recently. But it's only been about 3 times. Where do I actually live? In the U.S. I live in the United States. I want to do a live stream once a week. I have the day off today, so normally I do them on the weekends. But I do want to do at least once a week with the live streams. I do have some videos that are going to be coming up. I have more of my toy videos to upload. But I do have a few fashion ones. I'll probably upload one of the fashion ones later this afternoon. And then clean up this mess of gift boxes that are all over the place. And It's such a mess in here, guys. You have no idea. Look at this. Look at all this crap here. But once I clean up, I'll probably upload that video. I'm like overwhelmed. I have a box of things over here that I need to take pictures of and send them to my brother so he can do the eBay thing with it. Another box for donation. Gift bags everywhere because we just had Christmas. And then random crap everywhere else. My red gift. These are just boxes. They were from Yankee Candle. Candles came in them, actually. I haven't put it up yet, but I did record the what I got for Christmas videos. And that'll be up within the week. Because, like, it's horrible, the internet that we have in the area. There's only one provider. It's kind of a, whatchamacallit, monopoly, I guess? I don't know. Do other areas where, this is going to sound so ignorant, but in the area that I live in, or the neighboring towns, there's only, like, one internet provider for those towns, and the other ones don't come into those areas. They're kind of like I said, they like, this is my area. If you live here, you have to have us or nothing. So I don't know if it's like that in other areas, but that's what it's like where we are. And the internet is pretty stinky. So, oh, thank you. Well, I am half German. So for me to upload my videos, I can't use like Netflix. We can't have like any like live streaming video games because my other half will play Xbox or we have the PlayStation as well, but we don't use that as often as we used to. So if that's on, I can't really upload a video because it's just the lag between the two. It's just not good. So we have to like take turns, and sometimes the videos take forever to upload just because the internet's not that great, and it stinks. There's areas where I live, I'm not kidding you, where it's so bad that they still have to use dial-up. Yeah, I know. I need to rethink my life here. When I buy my house, I'm still deciding where I want to. I love Cape Cod, Massachusetts so much. But I'm not sure if I could live there year round. How old am I? I'm 33. A few more years I may not admit to that though. So I don't know. At some point, I would love like a tropical area, but I'm not sure. Like as far as like my dream place to live, I don't really know. Like I can think of a few different places that I'd love to live at. Like someplace like by the water where it's crystal clear and blue and beautiful. Oh, that'd be so cool. Or then I would love to do something like Venice. Oh, I'd love to see Greece. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Greece is definitely on my bucket list. When we went to Bermuda, we took a cruise ship, and there was a performer who played guitar there, and he was from Greece. Oh, it is? That stinks. But I do want to see the artwork that's there. I heard it's such a beautiful country. I had a friend recently from work that went to visit the country, and she said it was absolutely gorgeous, like with the olive trees and stuff like that. I always wanted to check the place out. Like I said, one of the performers on the ship was from Greece, and he was showing us pictures of the olive trees and some of the architecture and stuff there. I always wanted to visit it and see it. It's one of my places that I would love to visit one day. One day, hopefully. There's quite a few places I would love to visit. Oh, I'm sorry. But I understand. Sometimes you have to leave where you're from in order to better your life and to have better opportunity. Okay, good night. Thanks for talking. But Germany is definitely a place I would love to visit one day, especially since my family, well, my mom's side has come from there. So I would love to do that one day. I have a friend of ours. He goes, I think every couple of years, 2 to 3 years he'll go, and he just came back from a trip, and the pictures are just absolutely beautiful. Oh, love to go. And plus the food my mom made for Christmas dinner, which it's my all-time favorite German dish, which is Rouladen and Spätzle, or Spätzle, however you prefer to pronounce it. It's like my absolute favorite. I also love Jaeger Schnitzel. That's my second favorite. Um, oh, and red cabbage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's always like a very special treat. Yes, I love Spätzle. Oh my goodness. It's like one of my guilty pleasures. Like, I could never give that up for the life of me. And this year I found the little thingy to Maltauschen. But I found the thingy to make the Spätzles, because like they're hard to find here. But I found one finally because my mom has one, and it's gotta be like 40 years old. Like I think it's like an heirloom. Hers is so old, and I've been wanting one, and I finally found one in a kitchen shop. I was so excited. I bought that, and I bought a cannoli shell maker. Like they have nothing to do with one another, but I was very excited to find both of those things. But yeah, those are my two favorites: is the Jaeger Schnitzel and Rouladen with Spätzle. And of course, I love my red cabbage. I do love, and my mom makes the gravy so good, is sauerbraten. Oh, very good. My mom makes like the best sauerbraten. Like I can never perfect what she does. I don't know. It's like magic. So delicious. So good. She gave us for Christmas like a bunch of Pfeffernuss and Stollen. For the Pfeffernuss are those little gingerbread. They're iced gingerbread cookies, and they're really, really yummy. They're in my what I got for Christmas video, so you'll be seeing those shortly. And it's a lot of fun. It's so good. But anyway, I feel like I've gotten off topic here again. But yes, guys, so I definitely have some new content coming up, and I definitely want to be doing Patreon this year. I have a feeling I won't be able to get Patreon going until after I complete my college course, because I know how much studying is required per week, and I don't realistically see myself being able to do YouTube, Patreon, and school all at the same time. I think it's going to be too much. So it's just going to be school and YouTube. And when I do start Patreon, just to let you guys know, I'm still going to do videos here. I'm not going to stop YouTube. I love doing YouTube videos. And this is where, my home, so to speak. But I do know that some of you have wanted more like review type videos on hosieries and stuff like that. And I think that that platform would be better suited for it. And I know some of you like prefer like different types of videos like stomping and stuff like that. And I think that would be a better platform to do it on. So that will be something we'll be working on this year. I've spoken to a few of you about this. I've spoken to a couple on Snapchat and through my Facebook page and stuff like that about doing Patreon at some point. And I think we're actually going to go ahead and do it this year. And I'm very excited about that. I've looked at it, and I definitely need to educate myself a little bit more, because it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. And also, I want to interact with you guys more on social media as well. I know that life gets really busy, and I kind of lose track of things sometimes. But I want to be able to post more so I can interact with you guys more and let you guys know what's going on. Like with Instagram, with the Snapchat, my Facebook page that I have as well for you guys, just so that we can keep in the loop. I do have Twitter, but I need to use it more often. Like, I have all these social medias that, like, just sit there, and they're just kind of, like, stagnant, and it's funny. The ones that I use the most, as far as social media, is my, I use Instagram a lot. I may not necessarily post on there every single day, but I'm on there fairly regularly. Facebook, I check in on. What's the other one? Over the holidays, I've gotten more into Snapchat recently. I want to try to maintain that. those are the ones I typically use the most. Twitter has kind of been dead for a while, but I've started to post on there, especially like if it's Instagram, I'll also share it on Twitter. But I definitely, because I feel like everybody uses Twitter. I feel like Twitter is like more popular than Facebook. I don't know what the popularity is of these things. I really don't. No, I think there's a few other people, but I think everybody's just watching at this point. Um, but yeah, Twitter. Because I have a few people that I follow, and I know like Jeffree Star uses Twitter a lot. I always get notifications from him on there. I get more notifications through Twitter than I do from Facebook, honestly. But I rarely use Twitter. Like unless I'm posting something on Instagram, I'll share it to Twitter as well. So I need to get better at that, to be honest with you. And a lot of people I used to follow on Twitter, they don't post anything anymore, whether it's videos on YouTube or post anywhere. Cause a lot of people I followed were YouTubers like from back in the day, like early 2000s, and they've just, not fallen off the face of the planet, but I guess they've gone on to bigger and better things. I mean, even like, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't even know if they're still relevant. They were sisters. Let me think here. Oh my goodness. They had a business called Glitzy Glam. Oh my goodness. The one girl was named Blair. What was her name? I don't remember her face, her YouTube name. But I know for a while that she was really relevant. I loved watching her videos and stuff like that. But I feel like once, I know that they like started a business and stuff, and then they kind of stopped making videos or something like that. But she used to be a lot of fun to watch in the early 2000s. There was another group of sisters that dressed kind of like Barbie dolls. Oh, thank you. And was all pink and like the Playboy stuff, and which I still really love. Like I'm kind of stuck to a degree in the early 2000s. Oh, hello, Jamie. How are you? Are you feeling better? I know you were not feeling so good last we talked. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck in the early 2000s. I still am really into like the old Playboy stuff. Oh, te amo. Yes, there's more people. But I still have like my old Playboy stuff from back then. Baby Fat was a huge thing for me. I mean, I know you guys have seen like my Playmate poster with the bunny on it. I love that stuff. I love the Playboy bunny head. And you don't really see that anymore, unfortunately. I know that Baby Fat's like a thing of the past as well, but I kind of like that whole like time frame because I was in college at that point, and it was like my first time being away from family, and it was very freeing and really discovering who I was as a person at that point. And for the most part, a lot of my, like, the person from then and to the person I am now, there has been things that have changed, but that's through life experience. But my core is still the same. But it's very, very interesting. I look at, like, my old books, and, like, I remember doing, like, different committees and stuff like that, and it's like, wow, it's amazing how you grow as a person. You don't even realize it. It's really, really cool. But I miss that time frame. Like, even the music and stuff, I'll still, like, sometimes listen to. Just drinking some of my black tea. I don't know why, but this room, my throat always gets so darn dry. I don't know what it is, but this room needs some work. I'm looking at the pile of stuff I gotta clean up, and it's just insane. We probably, we'll talk a little bit more as that we'll get going. I'm really excited for you guys to see the videos that I have planned. This little book, my mom gave me this. I said I did go for teaching as my career choice when I went to college, and it didn't work out so well. It happens. So in my current career, when I finally got in, I worked for a different company at the time, but my mom bought me this little book. I think it's from Pier 1 because I love peacocks as well. My grandfather actually owned a peacock at one point. It's really cute. But I've been using this to write down ideas for videos and stuff like that, and different ideas that I want to do. And I'm really excited because I got some toy videos coming up. I know you've seen some of the ones, like some of the Christmas ones that I've started putting up. But I did order a couple new ones that'll be in the mail soon. And I'm going to be doing a haul with the Night Before Christmas stuff. So there's going to be that. I want to do some updated videos, like on updated perfumes, makeup maybe, and stuff like that. And now, once I get my one New Year's resolution of organization down pat, maybe we'll do a house tour. So that might be something fun to do at some point. A lot of work needs to be done, though. Like I said, I'm sitting in a room surrounded by gift boxes and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can wait. Let's go talk to my friends instead, because that's more fun. But I'm really looking forward to this weekend because I haven't seen my best friend in a while now. She's been kind of sick, too. And I can't wait to give her the gifts that I got her, so I hope she loves them. I am really excited for that. It's just been an awesome couple of weeks. It's been an awesome year. And I'm hoping that 2018 really set a high standard for 2019. So I'm just hoping for more positivity, more love, and just all around another awesome year. And just looking forward to all the new adventures we have together. And with you guys, too. I love you guys so much. Like I said, I got some new ideas, not just the toy ones, but some other things. I'll even read you off some of the ideas I've written down and see what you think. One video idea that I have is beautiful women that I admire. Another one is favorite actors. I want to do like dresses of the day, where I have a collection of dresses that I don't necessarily wear on a regular basis because they're more fancy, but I want to showcase those dresses to you. Like I said, updated perfume, makeup, and candle collections. More videos with my Chihuahua, Desi. Maybe do like a pet. I think I did a pet tag at something. Are tag videos even a thing anymore? I don't really think they are. I remember that was like a thing like a while back. I don't think it's a thing anymore, though. And like I said, I have a friend that wants to come on here. Haven't decided if we're going to do it live or not yet. Where we look at different celebrity fashion and comment our feelings about it and stuff like that, which I think would be fun, which would be cool because I've been trying to get my friends to come onto the channel for quite some time. But we haven't had, and not everybody's comfortable in front of the camera, and I get that. It's, it's not everybody's thing. And so I don't push it on family members or friends. My brother's been on the channel a few times before doing food reviews. We did the Harry Potter beans. I think it's going on 2 years now when we did that challenge. Who's comfortable in front of the camera. But a lot of my friends and family aren't. So that's why you don't necessarily see them on here. And that's okay. Not everybody's comfortable with it. I guess it takes time to get comfortable with it. But I guess, like, even as a young child, I always did plays. My mother had me doing my first photo shoot in fashion. I wasn't even a year old when she did my first fashion shoot. And so I guess I was always very comfortable because of that, because, I'm so young. But not everybody is, so I understand that. But I finally have a friend who wants to come on here and to talk fashion, which is going to be so much fun. Really looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, because I do have this massive mess of gift bags that needs to be put away, I'm going to end the video now. I'm really glad that I was able to do this like bonus video on the 1st of January, the first video of the year. Of course, many more to come. There will be a fashion video being posted later on today. So keep an eye out for that. And the rest of the toy videos that I have already filmed with the Christmas toys will be up within the next few days as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all had a very safe and wonderful New Year's. I'm very excited to start this new year with you guys. And we're going to have a ton of fun. So, like I said, I do have Instagram. I do have Snapchat. I do have a fan page on Facebook. So, hit me up on those. It may take me a while to respond back to you, but I will respond back eventually. Like I said, always kind of busy. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great New Year's, and I will talk to you all soon. Hopefully we'll do another live video this weekend. So take care, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.